You answer a call, dead air. The line drops, you assume it's a glitch. It's not. That silence just confirmed three things. Your number is live, a real human picked up, and exactly when you answer. Within seconds, you're on a premium fraud list worth 50 times more on dark web markets. And the next call that finds you won't be silent at all. Every minute, more than 600 automated calls surge across the United States. By the end of the month, the total tops 5 billion, a number so vast it outnumbers the population of the entire country, several times over. This is not just background noise. It is the result of predictive dialers, software engines designed to flood the phone network with hundreds of calls per minute, each one searching for a real, living person on the other end. These dialers do not wait for a human to dial or even to listen. They run day and night, drawing from databases packed with millions of phone numbers, dialing at a speed and scale no human could match. The instant a call is answered, the system listens for a voice or even a breath. If it detects anything human, it logs the number as active and moves on. Hundreds of calls per minute, thousands per hour, billions per month, each one a probe, each one a test, each one a potential entry point into a dark market where your phone number becomes a commodity. This is not random spam. It is industrial-scale reconnaissance, powered by machines that never sleep. The instant you answer, even if you barely whisper or just breathe, the machine on the other end is already listening. It's not waiting for conversation. It's hunting for three things. Is the number live? Did a human respond? And exactly what time did it happen? That's all it needs. The predictive dialer logs your number as active, flags the call as answered by a real person, not voicemail or a robot, and stamps the moment down to the second. No words are necessary. The silence itself is the signal. In that split second, your phone number becomes more than just a random entry in a massive database. It's proof of a living target, ready to be sold to the next fraud operator in line. The machine isn't making mistakes. It's running reconnaissance, quietly tagging which numbers are worth the most. And with every silent hang-up, a new entry is created, one that can be traded, resold, and exploited. The value of your number just skyrocketed, all because you picked up and the line went dead. A verified live number doesn't just sit in a database. It becomes hot property in an underground flea market that never closes. The moment your phone registers as answered by a real person, your number is bundled with a timestamp and a human-confirmed flag. In these hidden digital bazaars, that single silent pickup can multiply your number's value by 10, 20, even 50 times. Malwarebytes investigators found listings where unverified numbers went for a couple of cents, but verified live ones, those flagged by a split second of your voice or breath, sold for up to $1 each. Sellers upload fresh batches every few minutes, and automated bots push them out to dozens of scam buyers in the same hour. One number, one hang-up, and you're not just on a list, you're a premium listing, instantly available to fraud rings across the globe. The resale is ruthless. Your number can be sold to 30 or more operators within a single day, each ready to launch a new attack. This is a marketplace with no refunds, no returns, and no way to buy your privacy back. Official numbers barely scratch the surface. In 2023, the Federal Trade Commission logged 2.1 million robocall fraud complaints, with reported losses topping $1.2 billion. But these figures hide a much larger crisis. Surveys show that fewer than 5% of victims ever file a report. That means the true cost of phone scams likely exceeds $20 billion a year, possibly much more. Every silent call that goes unanswered by regulators is another entry in a ledger that keeps growing, outpacing any official tally. The machinery behind these losses is relentless. Predictive dialers don't just probe for live numbers, They generate a flood of data for the black market. Each time you pick up, your number is tested, tagged, and if you answer, instantly upgraded to a premium asset. That single moment can multiply the value of your number by up to 50 times. Verified live numbers fetch top dollar on dark web forums, where they are sold and resold to dozens of scam operators in a matter of hours. What gets reported to the FTC is only the visible tip of the iceberg. The real harm runs deeper, spreading through hidden networks that profit from every verified call. As the numbers climb, so does the risk, not just for individuals, but for families, communities, and anyone who thinks a quick hello is harmless. The scale is industrial, the damage personal, and the gap between what is counted and what is lost grows wider every day. A scammer's predictive dialer isn't just fast, it's precise, and it's listening for the faintest sign you're on the line. In the world of robocalls, milliseconds matter. The moment you answer, a digital ear springs into action, running a voice activity detection algorithm that scans for human speech or even a breath. Microsoft's research shows these systems make their decision in just 300 milliseconds, less time than it takes to blink. If you say anything, even just hello, the system logs you as a confirmed human and hangs up. That tiny sliver of audio is all it needs to mark your number as a premium target. Think of it like a motion sensor at a passport checkpoint. If you move or speak, you're flagged and let through to the next stage. But scammers have learned to game the system. The FCC's Stir-Shaken protocol is supposed to authenticate caller IDs, stamping each call with a digital signature, like a passport hologram. But fraudsters dodge this safeguard by dropping the call before the verification can finish. They lease numbers from carriers that haven't fully rolled out Stir-Shaken, or bounce calls through multiple networks, slipping past the checkpoint before the alarm sounds. This is why so many scam calls go dead the instant you pick up. The silence isn't a mistake. It's the machine's way of confirming you're real while sidestepping the very tools designed to protect you. That 300 millisecond window is the difference between staying invisible and being sold as a verified lead. In Daniel's case, it's the first move in a chain that ends with a targeted attack. The tech is fast, invisible, and always one step ahead, unless you know exactly how it works. Daniel's phone rang on a Monday morning, no warning, just a number he didn't recognize. He answered, said, "Hello?" and the line went dead. 2 days later, another call slipped through, this time with a calm voice claiming to need his social security number for Medicare verification. The request sounded official, but something felt off. Daniel hesitated, unsettled. He brushed it aside, hoping it was nothing. On the 5th day, the phone lit up again. The caller had details, his name, his address, even the exact time he usually picked up. The script was polished, the pressure intense. By the end of that call, Daniel had wired $8,000, convinced he was protecting his benefits. That chain of 3 calls, one silent, one probing, one predatory, cost him more than money. It shattered his trust in a world he thought he understood. Seniors stand at the center of this storm. FTC data shows that adults aged 60 to 75 account for 58% of all reported telephone fraud losses, a share far beyond their portion of the population. The risk is magnified by behavior. When a call appears to come from a local government number, seniors answer 71% of the time, compared to just 45% for generic telemarketing calls. This makes their numbers the most prized entries on scam lists. Once a live answer is logged, the number travels fast. Trust Armor's Trace found that a single confirmed call can spread across 7 separate scam campaigns in as little as 24 to 72 hours. Blocking one number does nothing. The live tag has already multiplied, and the next wave is already on its way. A 3-second pause after answering can change everything. The Trust Armor experiment tracked thousands of calls and found that when people waited just 3 seconds before speaking, their chance of being flagged as a live target dropped from 96% to just 4%. That tiny window is enough to fool the predictive dialer's algorithm, convincing it's there is no one home. Instead of being added to a premium fraud list, your number is quietly discarded. Daniel confirmed it himself. After learning the rule, he tried it, and the silent calls stopped. The data is clear. Holding your breath for 3 seconds is the simplest, most effective defense against the entire industrial scam pipeline. It's not just advice, it's a shield that works, proven in real-world tests. Right now, more than 5 billion robocalls swarm U.S. phones each month, each silent hang-up a trigger for fraud. One pause, 3 seconds can make your number nearly invisible to their algorithms. In a world where data moves faster than trust, vigilance is your last shield. Stay sharp, protect yourself,